It is going. Okay, we are in East Canton, Ohio. This is water that came out of the tap. You can see the filth in the bottom, I think, there uh, in this video. But we're getting all sorts of filth in the water. This is regular, mind you. Now, they have had the day before yesterday, 2 to 3 days ago, they had a water leak. But this is normal. And this is city water, mind you. This is how filthy what's going on up here is. And for everybody else in the country, you might want to take a look at this because it's probably coming to a municipality near you. Now, if you look down in the sink here, we have to have a filtration system just for the water that comes through that you are forced to buy from the city. You can see here, this is the container. If you see all the rust, I don't know if you can see the particles in there, and it's just filthy. These filters, at the very minimum, these are very cheap filters. They're not doing a perfect job, and we have to purchase our own water. So what I'm going to do here is take a little bit of bleach. You think we ought to do it that way? And I'm going to put it in here. And look at the filth that came through here. There's hair. There's particles in the bottom. Now, that would have yellowed it just a tad, but trust me, this water was yellow when it came through, and the filter should let you know that. But watch what we're going to do here. Watch what's coming out of this filter here from municipal city water. Look at this. Now, this is approximately a month to possibly 6 weeks of water running through that.
Time 1 hour, 15 minutes, 37 seconds. Distance 1 mile.
Okay,
Speed
now that's
0.8 miles per hour.
There. Please disregard that. It'll stop in a moment.
0.8 miles per hour.
Okay, this is approximately 4.5 to 6 weeks of filth that comes through this system on a regular basis. We have went through approximately 6 to 8 coffee pots. Coffee pots will not work. And as I said, we're having to buy filtered water. Now, keep in mind, I'm telling you, we have to buy and purchase in bulk filtered water. Now, there is no municipality, and if this is meeting EPA standards, then somebody's being bought off, paid off, or something's going on. But it is obvious that the village of East Canton is not qualified to deal with our own water situation. So, again, this, you can see it. It's just pure filth. It's not even, this is not rust, ladies and gentlemen. I worked for the water department in the city of Burlington, North Carolina, and before I became the assistant tax collector, I worked in the customer service department, and I can tell you, having to go out on major water problems and attend state and EPA courses, I can just tell you by visually looking at this, this is mud, this is rust, and it is stagnated, contaminated chemicals coming through this water. That is what this is. Among other things, there's probably disease. I noticed that when my niece moved in here, and my grandniece especially, they were susceptible, to UTIs, urinary tract infections, and as you know, children, their immune systems, and people that have UTI problems and that are susceptible to that, their immune system, it may not be up to snuff with a normal person's. After a while, this water started making me very sick. And I started raising the concern with my niece's husband that we had to figure something out to do. And what we ended up doing, look at my fingers here. This is not rust. This is not rust. This it's all sorts of mud. It's stagnation. This is no more, no less than dirty pond water, ladies and gentlemen. Dirty pond water. And we're going to take this to the city council meeting, the next meeting that they have, or township meeting. But it's not going to stop there. This needs to be sampled and taken to Columbus, Ohio, and actually a separate sample is going to be sent to a friend that works for the EPA that I know in Washington, D.C. And we're going to give them, I guess, about one more chance. Obviously, City Hall will do what City Hall wants to do. But we're probably going to give them one more chance to correct this situation and get it right. So, number one, if you are being forced to buy municipal water, or you are just buying municipal water, whether you're forced to or not, you should not be required to have a home filtration system to be able to use the water to even bathe with. And number two, everyone in America deserves clean, healthy water. Look at my thumb here from just pushing on that filter. Look at the filth, the rust, and the filth. And you can smell it. We've put a little chlorine in here, and it still smells like slimy pond water, stagnated pond water. And what we're doing at the moment here is we're forced to clean these filters out because we can't, within 2 or 3 days, these filters are like this. We've had the water department out here, I would wager to bet 8 to 15 times, and they keep saying that they go flush it somewhere. But all of East Canton homes, or I would say the vast majority, and well in excess of 90%, I'll go out on a limb and say 95%, have water filtration systems inside their homes, even though they are receiving city water. And that is quite pathetic. And if this is what this country is stooping to, then they are trying to kill us. They are trying to kill us. Now, can you imagine this filth mixed with fluoride, mixed with chlorine that's no different than this Top Job chlorine here? It's just in a powder form, mixed with the fluoride that is too dangerous to even ingest. It says on a tube of toothpaste, which you could look here if you read it, that if you ingest more than a pea-sized amount, that you would have to contact Poison Control Center immediately, whether you're a child or whether you're an adult. So at any rate, I'm going to finish with this, but America, we deserve better than this. When Donald Trump is talking about infrastructure, this is it. When Hillary Clinton is talking about infrastructure, this is the infrastructure that they have given us. So this is their infrastructure. So please, dear God, vote, and vote locally. And anybody that gets this, which will be on a newly created East Canton YouTube web page, or YouTube page and Facebook page, please go to the city, check your water filters. Let's get together. Let's get this problem taken care of, and let's get these solutions before our children are getting any sicker than they already are. And I'm asking that the CDC come in here, test the sicknesses of children, because I believe that children in this township per capita, even though we're a smaller township, are suffering from more sicknesses than other townships that are per capita about the same, because of one reason: this filthy water that we are being forced to buy, forced to purchase, and forced to drink. So, at any rate, thank you very much, and please share this video.